Hi, I'm MC the Movie Critic. I know it, and you know it. This is it. We're finally here. The moment we'll all be waiting for. We're in the last High School Musical movie! Oh yes, people, this has been a living hell watching these crappy movies. But who knows? It might be bad, it might be good. Oh, fuck that shit. This is High School Musical 3. Even though it may not be the worst movies of all time, it's just that it's so bland, so forgettable, so annoying, so corny, so cheesy, and this movie is no exception. The first movie is bad. The second movie is terribly pointless. This one, on the other hand, you know what, let's get this over with. Let's take a look at this high school wet chick and see why. Just roll the film. We see the Wildcats are at the locker room when Troy's father came to make a motivational speech.
Because here's a number that matters. 16. There's 16 minutes left in this game, guys. There's only 16 minutes left in the season. And for the seniors on this squad, guys,
you suck balls.
We've only got 16 minutes left in Wildcat uniform. So make them count. 16 minutes to be a team.
You guys are 16 minutes waste of time.
All right. Hey guys. You heard Coach. We're all gonna remember the next 16 minutes for a long time after we leave East High. So it's now or never.
If we lose, shit explodes.
What team? Wildcats! What team? Wildcats! What team?
For whatever! We see the Space Jam characters are ready for the final showdown, and of course we have ourselves a song, which I had to admit is pretty nice.
Gotta get it inside, down low. In the paint, now shoot. Score! We gotta work it together. Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. First put the ball in control. Then it's live from downtown. Sure we can do better.
Come on, boys! Go! Go!
Work it out, turn it on. This is the last time. This is the last chance to make it on that.
Learn what you know, damn it! Gee, looks like all hope is lost. I hope there is a girl who looks Hispanic and dollars a rod to help him out. Oh, there she is.
Now I can hardly breathe.
Oh, you can do it, just know that I believe.
And that's all I really need.
Then come on,
Make me strong. It's time to turn it up. Game on.
Sorry about that, folks. Just a little bit of filler here. Now back to the show. So they win the game. We cut to Troy's house at a party. We see Troy and Gabriella are at Willy Wonka's playhouse talking about their future.
You're the second girl I've ever had up here. The first was my mom. She only climbed up here to get me down.
well, I'm honored. This place is so cool.
Even though I feel like I'm going out with a little kid.
I bet he's already got your name on a locker.
It's always been my dad's dream. Now I'm gonna end up in his alma mater. Did I just say that?
Oh, I think you did. By the way, am I the only one who thinks the sky was done by green screen? Like, this movie is so cheap that they can't film it at an actual night.
A disgraceful performance.
So they sing a bullshit song, we cut to school, we see Sharpay has arrived as we have this unnecessary scene. Really, movie? You're going for that shot? You're making Batman and Robin's butt shot look subtle. Oh, here comes my favorite part. It looks like he fell down the stairs, right? We see her at the Pink Panther locker when she comes across a girl who looks like a mixture of Agent Carter and Hermione Granger.
It's best to keep your science and math books together, since those are your first lessons of the day.
How do you know my schedule?
I took the liberty of checking, simply to make certain I'd have your non-fat, no-foam soy latte ready for free period.
1 packet of sweetener?
Organic, of course.
Boy, that was slick.
We cut to class. Darvis let Taylor do the announcement.
Senior trip committee meets tomorrow and reports Thursday to prom committee, which is headed by Martha. So you guys can pick up your tickets from her. This year's theme is the last waltz. But don't be the last to pick up your tickets. Graduation committee convenes Monday following yearbook planning. Picture deadline is Thursday, and final study groups alternate with all of the above. Questions?
Well, with prom finals, everyone is so busy. I was thinking I'd select something very modest to perform. Perhaps even a one-woman show.
A little light on the sign-ups, Kelsey?
This movie is gonna suck ass. Period.
Actually doing pretty well.
Well, well, well. Almost the entire homeroom.
What? We see the kids are pissed at Kelsey for having to be on the musical.
Sorry, geez. I just thought since it was the last show, everyone would want to do it.
Hey,
Hey, you guys listen up. Kelsey's right. We should do this. This is our last chance to do something together. All of us.
I don't get it. In the last movie, they sing in the talent show and now all of a sudden they don't want to? Then again, I don't blame them. If I was in a musical with Blondie McBitch here, I'll leave too.
What the heck is the show about?
You, Mr. Danforth.
Me?
The spring musical is all about you.
So Darvis tells them what the play is going to be about as she gives the scholarship to Sharpay, Ryan, and Troy. But Troy has this to say.
Is there something wrong?
Yeah, I didn't apply. I've never heard of Juilliard.
He never heard of Juilliard and he didn't apply? If he didn't apply, who did? Need I remind this?
Being on stage really is your thing. It's not mine. Singing really isn't my thing.
It still makes no goddamn sense! Meanwhile, we see Ryan and Sharpay are talking about the show.
That puppy dog Troy Bolton only pretended to know nothing about Juilliard. Give me a break.
You seem pretty surprised to me.
Oh, okay, so the theater fairy magically sent in Troy's application? Performers can't fool me, Ryan. They're deceitful, ambitious, and ruthless.
Aren't we performers?
Exactly.
Imagine having
Oh no, not another Sharpay song.
first audition after college, I get the lead.
Apart from me?
Well, of course.
Yeah, right.
You've gotta believe it.
Keep talking.
Do and die, all the fame.
Sharpay, and what's his name?
Sound exciting?
Inviting.
Let's do it then.
Listening.
Personal.
God, this song is just awful. I mean, really awful. I know it's a musical, they seem to express what they're going through, I got that. But that doesn't automatically make this one good. It makes it look dated. You know what? I'm gonna take a lick and wait till it's done.
Never, but you want it all. Want it, know that you want it. The fame and the fortune and more. You want it all. Want it, know that you want it. You gotta have your star on the door. You want the world, nothing less. All the glam and the press. We're giving you the best. You say it. I want it.
What? It's still going? How long is this song? I got an idea.
Want it all. Can't you see it? Yeah. They're gonna love me.
That's more like it. After that Willy Wonka musical wet dream, Gabriella met up with Troy in the Fortress of Loneliness, and quickly we have another song.
Take my hand, take a breath, pull me close, and take one step. Keep your eyes locked on mine.
I'll have to admit, for the last two songs that are bland, this one is actually pretty good. Shut it! Hear me out. Despite for being very cliche, it's a pretty nice song. You can feel the love and energy put into it. In fact, it's pretty similar to Sleeping Beauty the more I watch it. So for this song, I'll give it an A. So Troy and Chad took the boys to the lockers, they tricked it, and we have a pointless chase scene. They got themselves humiliated and Troy and Chad got detention.
Throw a sheet over them. Ryan!
Okay. All right, guys, let's go back up to the top. Jason, why don't you come down here and help me out?
Really? We're not gonna see Troy and Chad serving detention? What's the purpose of that scene? It has nothing to do with the plot. Use your brain, movie. That's why you have a brain to think. We see Troy and Gabriella are talking more exposition.
I haven't talked to anybody about this, but I've had offers from other colleges. I'm really listening.
I get it, Troy. I still have decisions to make too.
Like what?
Like how did I get into this movie?
Oh, I thought I heard you. I was just making some snacks inside. Are you guys hungry? I interrupted something, didn't I?
Just talking, Mom.
We're talking about having sex. Oh, our future. Oh. The next day, Troy helped Chad to ask Taylor to the prom.
Taylor. Hey, I'm asking you to prom.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you because it's so loud in here. Did you hear something? No, neither did I.
Dude.
Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me, everybody. What do you... Yo!
What is it, man?
Taylor McKessie. Will you please be my date to the senior prom?
I'd be honored.
That's so beautiful. Go take a break. I need a moment.
Dude, you shoot some poop.
Now it's time for Dr. Zero, starring Dr. Zero. Dr. Zero. Dr. Zero. Wake up, you fool! What? Oh, hi everyone. Just taking some Z's. Dr. Zero, we receive a letter for you. A letter for me? Well, let's see. It's a letter from Jason from Miami, Florida. And it says, Dear Dr. Zero, why do a lot of guys put their face on the girl's tits? That's a very good question, dear boy. And the answer is quite simple, really. The reason is because they want to suffocate you, so they can steal your money, steal your key to go to the house and watch 50 Shades of Grey. By the way, that movie sucks. This has been Dr. Zero. Tune in next time for more Dr. Zero. Now that's disrespectful. I didn't say goodbye. Shut up. You shut up! Okay. I'm good. Let's proceed. So they rehearsed the song that makes you want to cut yourself. Darvin's cast 90s boy and the missing Doctor Who character to play the understudy.
Understudy isn't a role, you moron. It means you go on if one of the leads can't make the performance.
Well, hate to break it to you, sister, but you're one too.
The difference being I can actually carry a tune.
Whoa. Listen, babe, I wouldn't sing with you if my hair was on fire and you were the last bucket of water on Earth.
Don't make her go Agent Carter on your ass! So Gabriella shows the letter to Taylor and the Doctor Who character overheard them. This results in telling Sharpay and... What is this girl's problem? Why is she doing this to Gabriella? Is it because she's Troy's girl? Why waste our time repeating the same plot lines from the first film if we know what's gonna happen? It's like writing Star Wars and after the first one the writer was like, alright, for The Empire Strikes Back, Princess Leia gets kidnapped, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker go save her. That's not good writing. Later, we found that Troy and Chad work at a junkyard and of course they sing.
It's time to show how to be a superhero. Just like a showdown, we'll split the Bobby De Niro. We're the best, no doubt. Turn it like we used to do. This is our time, and I'm telling you all.
And I'll have to admit, this is actually a pretty good song. I mean, the dancing, the choreography, and the idea of having this song in a junkyard is pretty inventive. It kinda reminds me of Smooth Criminal, no less. For this song, I'll give it, a B. Yeah, shut up and let's move on. Cut back to school, Troy meets Sharpay and tells her Gabriella is leaving next week. This leads to Troy goes to Gabriella's house and we have ourselves more exposition.
Your freshman honors program at Stanford.
How'd you hear about that?
A lot of people heard about it. But I wasn't one of them. Why?
Your performance is bland.
No, everything about my life has always been full speed ahead. I told you. I wish it would all just slow down. To a stop.
We're gonna graduate. That's going to happen. Nothing is gonna slow down.
Do you trust me?
So she kisses him on the cheek, which is a fucking ripoff. We have ourselves another pop song.
I guess I should've known better to believe that my luck had changed. I left my heart in forever. Finally.
Oh my god, can we please skip this song? Sardaris announced that Gabriella is gone, and much like the last two films, Troy mopes and doves of not having her around. So Troy meets his father outside to have a father and son talk.
How's that big show going?
You don't want to know.
When are you gonna, tell me about this Juilliard?
I can explain.
Is this serious?
Yeah, U of A isn't the only school that's talked to me, Dad. You know that.
But it's the only school we talked about. Chad would be awfully disappointed if you decide to change your mind.
No, Chad would get over it. Would you?
Is that a trick question?
Son, we've been going to U of A games ever since you were a little kid. All you ever talked about was wearing that Red Hawks uniform.
I'm not a little kid anymore, Dad. You raised me to make my own choices, and I need to make them. Not you or Chad or anybody else. Me.
I'm out of here. This movie sucks. So Troy enters the school gym and we have ourselves, you guessed it, a song.
I'm not sure anymore. It's just so hard.
Ah! Don't hurt me!
Voices in my head tell me they know best. Got me on the edge, they're pushing, they're pushing.
I'll give this song credit. The dancing, the angles really shows up what Troy is going through. So I'll give this song an A-. So Troy receives a call from Gabriella and tells her that she can't come back.
I think I've run out of goodbyes.
Why do you keep saying goodbye?
Because I want to get out of this crappy movie.
I love you, Wildcat. But I need to stay right where I am. I'm sorry.
Gabriella.
So what Troy is gonna do? Go and see her, obviously. So they talk, they sing, they rip off Gone with the Wind, they kiss, we cut back to school, we see everyone is getting ready for the show, and the show begins.
It's our last chance to share the stage before we go our separate ways. High school wasn't meant to last.
Come on, get on with it! No, not that! So Sharpay went out on stage to perform, but it's not going well.
Even if we're miles and miles and miles apart.
I think we have a problem.
Her singing is terrible. Luckily, 90s Kid is here to save the day.
No matter where life takes us, nothing could break us apart. I just wanna be with.
Ew.
I've after that Vanilla Ice performance, Troy and Gabriella came back and Sharpay come across the Doctor Who character.
You're not a singer. You're a London schoolgirl.
Yes. London Academy of Dramatic Arts. I took the job with you to learn the ropes at East High. Now I have. Now, step aside.
You're crazier than son of a bitch.
You were so loyal. So sweet.
That's called acting. You should try it sometime. Toodles.
After Troy and Gabriella sang as well as the others, we see the Doctor Who character performs until Sharpay came to reclaim it. They bickered a little bit as Starbus announced the students and their scholarships. Thus we cut to outside as Troy gives out a hammy speech.
East High is having friends that we'll keep for the rest of our lives. And I guess that means we really are all in this together. Because once a wildcat, always a wildcat. Thank you.
I'll see you guys in the Lorax. So they sing a bland song and that's the end. And that's High School Musical 3 senior year. And okay, movie, we get it. Just finish up! In conclusion, that's High School Musical 3's senior year. Is it good? Is it bad? I think it's both. Let me put it this way. The plot is corny, the characters are corny, it has that late 90s, early 2000s cliche that makes you want to cringe yourself. But on the plus side, the dancing is pretty damn good, the acting may be bland and over the top at times, and to his credit, the acting has actually improved, especially Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens. For the songs, even though it's bland and forgettable, the 3 songs I think is good is Can I Have This Dance, The Boys Are Back, and Scream. It allows to show what our kids are going through since they're going to graduate, which is pretty relatable to a lot of teenagers who are graduating. It's not really the best movie in my opinion, but it's a pretty decent movie and it's kinda worth checking out. On the other hand, I'm done with these movies. It's time to move on. Wait, it's summer. That means it's summertime! I'm MC Movie Critic. I know it and you know it. Take care.